Blackrock has just pulled the trigger. They are now warning CEOs to be guarded against the language, the verbiage, the words that they use in their addresses to their shareholders and to the stock market and to America, because they're worried about social media people like the ninja. You know, it's interesting, as I sit here with my blocking a bunch of Tesla power banks, I'm not joking, with my diesel vehicle, because I think that vehicles honestly should have a motor. I want to tell you about this story because it's important, because what's happening right now is a freaking when it comes to transparency, the economy, money, things like that. I better get out of the road because there's a lot of people driving by. All right, we're going to tell you this story. I want to remind you that if you want to use AI to figure out when to buy and sell any stock at any time, showing you all of the cool things about charting and volume and all that stuff, links down below to the AI stock master course. Okay, it's going to blow your mind. All right, it's the pre-filming discount. Let me go get my story. Now, here we go. Do me a favor, type 1 if you are invested in, or no, do this. Type stocks if you're invested in stocks. Type crypto if you're invested in crypto, or tell me what your major investment is, right? Because this has to do mainly with stocks, but some other things, okay? Now, this story comes out of Fortune. Let's see, who's doing stuff? Oh, a lot of crypto people. You're probably just crushing it. Well, not right now. I mean, you're sort of like flatlined. But people in silver, anyone in stocks? Any of you in stocks? Oh, we got Julie in stocks. Anyone in stocks? Give me some. It's okay, Michael's in stocks. All right, some of you guys got stocks. Really, if you got any kind of 401k or, you know, retirement, you're all in stocks. Okay, this is out of Fortune. Fortune, what are you doing to me? Oh, you're going to make me sign in. I'm live. No. All right, here we go. Ninja, all right, there we go. Password, big ninja. Oh, I shouldn't say that. 12758. Stand by. This is embarrassing. How can you be a professional YouTuber and not be signed in? Sign in. I signed in earlier. Oh, you son of a biscuit. You're not gonna let me. Stand by. Awkward silence. Oh, now you want me to do the CAPTCHA. Oh, I'm not a robot. All right, screw it. We're going live. Look, the point of the matter is, I read the story. This one I sort of breezed through. Larry Fink is worried because he's saying to CEOs, look, everything you do now is in the public eye. You're like, hey, Larry Fink. No duh. We all know that. He's saying, hey, these social media people that are in finance are cutting all your words up and saying things that you may not want them to say. So you got to be really careful with your words. Why? Because the stock market's actually in trouble. I know it sounds crazy because everybody looks at the stock market value. They go, no, my bank account looks good. My numbers are good. Oh no, actually it's because the dollar's failing. People are seeking yield because of inflation that we haven't seen since the late 70s. And so they're diving a bunch of money into stocks. But that number, the percentages of the stock market that are going up, even though it just had a massive correction, like 8 weeks ago, they're not keeping up with inflation. And people are gonna start panicking here real soon. You're gonna see it happen really mainly in the fall, I believe. Now I could be wrong. What am I? I'm just a ninja. But I like to make money. And how you make money is during times of panic. Volatility, the fine people on Wall Street would tell you. And the VIX, if you've been looking at it, it's pretty darn up there. Even though it came off of its highs from just 8 weeks ago, there's a lot of pressure and stress in the stock market. There's a lot of pressure on the Fed to lower rates, but that would just create hyperinflation because a lot of people that aren't that bright with money would just race out and buy a bunch of crap they can't afford or speculate in stock markets with credit and debt and the crypto markets and things like that. That's really bad, okay? So now you've got here the CEO of like the world's largest fund, Blackrock, out there warning CEOs that everything you say is gonna be in front of people like moi, le ninja. And the ninja, I gotta be honest with you, loves tearing apart CEO's verbiage, because it's interesting, you know, like with Home Depot and Lowe's, right? I'm in a Lowe's parking lot. It's back there. It's not as busy as it used to be a while back. Oh, my hair's messed up. Ninja's all over the place right now. He's got a nail in his tire. I gotta check my tire pressure real quick. It's literally just leaking as we sit, just waiting for the tire company to open up. You know, Home Depot and Lowe's warned a year and a half ago that things were bad in the housing market. I've got some stories that I want to do later today, and no joke, now the headlines in all these mainstream media hey, you gotta slow down, buddy. I don't care if you got a hybrid. It's got something to prove. My point being is that, you know, the markets are hurting very, very badly. The housing market, now they're using the word crash, collapse in these headlines. And it blows me away because, you know, the old adage, by the time you hear it in the news, it's too late. Well, that's very true. And so what's happening now is the reason why, and it blows me away. And I'm going to switch to housing right now for a second, because this has 100% to do with the stock market, because as people lose confidence in the economy because their house price is declining, and you're going to see that all this summer, stories like crazy about house prices dropping because sellers are capitulating because somebody's had their house on the market for like 3 months, it hasn't sold, and all of a sudden they're both their neighbors on either side of their home just listed for sale, and they're like, crap, that they're a little lower than them, so they're going to drop their price, and you're just going to see this go all the way down, right? Well, as you know, house prices decline, more inventory explodes. This is what we've been prepared for. You've got all these Yahoo YouTubers, and it's crazy. They live in a freaking echo chamber. They were making fun of the Ninja 2 years ago when I called the top of the market, and that's exactly when it happened. And that's how long it takes for sellers, real estate agents, and buyers to figure out for it to crest its top and to start coming down. And now that roller coaster analogy I tell you about, when the roller coaster is going up and you're in the front car and you're looking down and you're not moving very fast, you're going up, 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 you're going down and you're looking down, you're like, oh crap, that's steep. And everyone behind you, they can't see how steep it is, but you're not moving fast enough because most of the train is still on the uphill part, right? It's not until more than half of that train crests the top and then it starts to pick momentum up, right? Well, that's what all these Yahoo YouTubers are doing now. They're all their real estate channels are out there going, hey, the market, this is bad. This is 2006. No, it's not. We are in the end of 2007, beginning of 2008. Most of these guys, and they'll even admit to you, they lost their butts in 2008 because they didn't see it coming, and they didn't see it coming again. And so this is a very tepid moment for the stock market. And this is why it'd be incredible to be ready to be investing in stocks, because you want to be able to know when to short, you want to know when to go long. This is why we taught the AI portion, because it's the tool is so amazing. Why would you pay for subscription services for them to give you ideas and stuff when I could teach you how to learn how to do all this yourself? So you can do it from the comfort of your home whenever you want. So if you want, the link's down below to that course. It's a pre-filming deal. I think it's going to end tomorrow, but I just got to upload the rest of the videos. But my point being is that this is a time where now Blackrock's coming out and saying, hey, you guys you're going to incite panic if you use the wrong words, because there's a lot of people on YouTube like the Ninja that's going to be dissecting the crap out of your words. And if you start letting out information just like Home Depot did a year and a half ago, which was I did a video about this. This was so amazing. I took an earnings call from a year and a half ago, and I put it up against an earnings call in 2006, like mid 2006, a type 1, if you guys remember that. And I said, Home Depot just released its earnings call. This is what it said. And I read the one from 2006, mid 2006. And I said, I'm joking, that's from 2006. You know, when everything was coming down, it was bad. I said, no, let me read to the current one. It was identical. Incredible. Same exact verbiage. So you see, these cycles, like in 2006, when housing was collapsing because of the Fannie and Freddie issues, the Ninja loans, all that stuff in 2005, it took that long for it to hit the public. And remember, the stock market started to decline in 2007. It had a couple shock waves down, and then it popped back up and it kept doing that. But then in 2008, it started to fall. And then what happened when Lehman Brothers went, it dropped 7% one day, and then it didn't stop falling until mid 2009. You are now experiencing that. This is why I started this channel, to teach you economic cycles So that's why you go from one cycle. Let's say you're a real estate investor, and then you move into stock. You sell your real estate and you hold on to it, and then you buy stocks, right? Well, you guys know my story. I sold my home in the one in California. I sold that home, 2018, 2019, and I bought XRP with it. I made a killing. Like, I can't even fathom. It was amazing, right? Because that cycle, I sold at a top, I bought XRP at a really good base level, and then that thing quadrupled. And then I just sold half of that, and I moved it into another crypto that's already, it's already up, 100% since I bought it. And my point being is, this is what I want to teach you. You move through these cycles, and right now, what is the cycle? I want you to guess. What is the cycle right now that we're in that's in a bull rally? Actually, there's two. I want you to name them right now. What are the two cycles we're in right now? I'm gonna give you a second. Just gonna walk out of the camera and let you be alone with your thoughts. And just write it down. Just anybody. Come on. I'm trying to teach everyone. There's, all right, cool. Neil nailed it. Everyone say thanks to Neil. He nailed it. Cryptos and precious metals. Okay, so those are your two cycles that we're running up right now. What are the cycles that are bad? Which ones? Seriously. Do they know the ninja? Do they just want, is it because he's blocking the Tesla things? Why do they got to drive so close to the ninja when he's live? All right, so the ones that are going down is real estate and stocks. So we're going to want to transfer our cryptos and precious metals into real estate and stocks while all the world's freaking out because they were listening to the wrong guys on YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm totally cocky. The ninja's got a problem with that. Maybe you'll get some counseling. I don't know. All right, if you want to learn the AI, it's pre-filming discount, links down below. I'm not joking, it's gonna blow your mind. We're gonna teach you how to use AI and building prompts in a way that will blow your mind. It's gonna actually benefit you in so many other aspects of life once you learn how to stack prompts on top of each other. It's not just writing a paragraph and say, hey, AI, tell me which stock to buy. It's a lot more to it. I wanna teach you how to do it rather than you go and pay a subscription service to go spit out information and you're not getting the whole thing. You need the full education. All right, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out. Need to go fix this tire.